Drop a like, eagle eye, subscribe.
Questions to ask, RHEA, a campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on even deep diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch alongs to the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South, they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Yes, guys, we're back again, and this is the Man United preview. I want to forget what happened on Sunday, man. I really do. But Dan, how you doing, my friend?
What happened on Sunday?
Oh, we lost.
Another day, another Palace loss.
Yeah, we lost to Financial Fair Play FC, but for some reason they're not getting no financial fair play. But Statman, Bossman, Statman Dan, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm all good. Started a new job today, so I'm actually in quite a good mood. Bit tired, but I'm in a good mood. So yeah, all good.
Cool. Solo, how you doing? It's a good time. Long time of you wanting to come onto the channel. We finally done it.
Finally, the boss man Richard, he's got lots to say about that one because we've been talking about coming on the channel, doing bits and pieces. But listen, guys, finally I'm here. And I'm lucky it wasn't last season, back in the last season when you guys absolutely steamrolled us. And that was probably, I went to the Palace game and that's when I had to question Harry Maguire. I had to question him and about his football ability. But I don't need to do that this season because we got 2 Rolls Royce of centre-backs in now. So it's all good.
Harry Mahu?
Harry who?
Harry
Houdini.
Harry Houdini, that's it. Where's he gone?
Oh, don't send him to Greece. That's all I know. Rivers, how you doing?
How you doing, bro? I just recently got some great news. I'm gonna be having a Man United fan. Congratulations to me and the missus. You know what I mean?
Congratulations, man. Big
Oh,
up.
congrats.
Definitely. It's definitely going to get a Palace shirt or 2 from me, don't you worry.
I mean, we're gonna need things to clean the sick up, obviously.
Is the shirt worthy enough though? Is the shirt worthy enough though to clean it up, man? Because you never know, might not be worthy enough.
It's true. Might have to see how they do at the end of the year, and then we'll decide on that.
Well, let's jump straight into it today. This one goes out to you guys. How are you feeling after that Man United derby? Solo, talk us through it.
Listen, it was one of them ones for us. No one really and truly backed us to win the game. Everyone, everywhere you went around, everyone's going to say how United's going to get stuffed because obviously losing to these guys, it did hurt me last time around. And I went into this game quite confidently. I did predict would beat them 3-2 because it's always like United high score games and things like that, even though in my heart, I thought City was going to absolutely steamroll us, but in my head was telling me, you know what, I think it's United might just do it. But after all the banter, the hatred that came at us, United, basically, we've only played Nottingham Forest, we only played Charlton Athletic, we only played these small clubs apparently. But the way I always look at it, I always say, you got to beat the teams that they put in front of you. And beating those teams basically gave us momentum, gave us a little, run in, and then taking Man City out and Pep Guardiola and the whole, again, the punditry and ex-professional footballers all crying because Man United beat Man City because we basically broke the script up. It wasn't scripted. We're there for the taking. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Listen, this is to me probably our second best win against City. And the first one for me is all about the Wayne Rooney overhead kick, shin pads, I would say, and then this one because of the magnitude of it not beating City for so long.
I think followed closely by the result where Pogba got the couple goals. I think that's definitely.
Oh yes.
That was a big win for us against City at the time as well.
Definitely.
Well, there was a few talking points in the game about one of for a Marcus Rashford offside decision. Rivers, was it offside or was it not offside? And be honest.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. As a real individual, I feel like if that had happened the other way around, I'd be here livid right now. I'd be livid. But as it didn't happen that way round, I'll happily say to you, it weren't offside. Come on, guys. That was perfectly, like, Bruno took the shot. He wasn't offside. I mean, there's an argument that Rashford interfered with someone's eye line or their view, or maybe not knowing what was going to happen, but the person that took the shot wasn't offside. So I think we can all agree that that was a clear, perfect goal for Manchester United. Can we not?
You know what, Rivers? I'm going to agree with you there. If it was on sort of happened to United, I probably would be agreed with it. But listening to the rules of how the rule is, the City centre back, you've got to blame him, because even though Rashford was still technically apparently offside, it's his job still to play to the whistle. He didn't play to the whistle. Yeah. So the reason is not playing to the whistle is fundamental part of, you made a mistake, own up to it. Stop blaming the referee and saying, oh, it's VAR this, VAR that. We don't play professional football. We play amateur football, and we know the rule is you play to the whistle. Didn't play to the whistle. He should have gone out there and tried to take that ball away from Rashford. But again, he couldn't catch Rashford, so that, it is what it is.
I think one sort of unsung hero in that game and sort of for Man United lately has been Casemiro. His change to your midfield has been incredible. Can you, Rivers, do you want to talk me through that?
I mean, when we're talking about stability, when we talk about reliability, I mean, he brings that in spades. You know what I'm saying? I think there was a quote that I read this week where I think Manchester United lost to, I don't know if you've seen it, Man United lost to Brentford, and they was worried about how Casemiro would react to that. And he's apparently sent a message back, said, don't worry, tell them I'll sort it all out. So it just goes to show the type of mentality that he has. Like, he knows what his job is. He has a range of different aspects that he can bring to the game. And like, to me, it was never really a signing that I even considered. I thought, rather, the position Manchester United are in, why would someone of Casemiro's quality even want to come to Manchester United? Like, why would he? Where we was at the time, in my view. So to have him there and performing, it's crazy, because it's like the hard-working football kind of goes unmentioned and unseen, but it's very important to like how the team's going to move forward, and he definitely brings that for us. So yeah, I'm happy to have him. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Let's go through some comments. Big up Louis.
Yes,
Hazza, loving these previews. Martin, we're here for the banter. We know Martin's gonna drop some fire in the chat eventually. Eagle's gonna get humbled on Wednesday, like work. Isn't it a Friday match? But big up Rich. I think he's in the chat today. Finally getting monetized. Yep, we're finally monetized, but we're not doing no stupidness. We're literally going at the start and skippable ads. We ain't putting no adverts in the middle of no videos, so don't you worry. Big up James. Can't wait for another Palace loss. Evening Matt. Let's skip through some. Gallagher's had 2 good games, both against Palace. We knew it was going to happen. Big up Chairman. Yeah, I saw my mic was doing a bit of a madness. Congratulating Rivers. Big up Pat. We all know what Pat's like. In Ten Hag we trust. Big up RHEA, the best editor. He's edited all of our stuff, all the videos, even the intros and the outros. He's doing a madness.
Definitely big up.
Definitely. Apparently Ferguson was on VAR, so maybe that's why.
Time call.
I think this was happening when you guys were talking about how it's not offside, the shameless. All right. Tristan, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, recovered from yesterday's defeat and that, but we just got to move on. I mean, we got big games coming up. Man United, of course, Wednesday, and then after that, Newcastle this weekend. United after that, and then the Brighton game. But we just got to get behind a team. It's just a shame that we aren't spending any money. We need, and getting some players in. But I mean, we know that's not going to happen with our predicament. I mean, going into Wednesday night's game, I kind of sort of got no hope. But as long as we play well, I'll be all right. But at the same time, it'll just be disappointing if we lose again. But it is probably going to happen, to be honest, with the way we're playing and the squad we got. You know, look at Man United's team. You know, they've got quality and winners all around. Look at our team, our best players, and old Wilfred Zaha, who's going to go at the end of the season. That says it already, don't it, to be fair? So, yeah, it's not going to be the best nights, but hopefully we just play well and just get away with maybe a 1-2-0 defeat, to be honest, looking at it.
But if we take away all the negatives and look at the positives from Chelsea, do you see any changes that we made? Because we did have some periods of the game where we were dominating the game.
Yeah.
Like, can you see us making further improvements onto this United game and maybe getting a point out of it? Maybe a lucky point? See if
you never know. I mean, Man United, you know, they could be sort of cock a hoop that they just beat their rivals Man City the way they did and be a little too overconfident. That could happen. I mean, I hardly doubt it, let's be real. But look, the positive is that we played some real inventive football at times. We were creating chances. We should have at least got a goal. You know, the manner we conceded the Chelsea goal was just poor defending and we just switched off. But we had chances later on with that Doucouré chance. We were very creative, very versatile. It's just our end product was just not good enough. This is where we need a centre forward that could put the ball in the back of the net. Someone like an Andy Johnson or a Benteke, you know, where they had that one good season at Palace, a striker like that of that caliber. You know, we miss someone like that in the team right now, and it really showed against Chelsea. We can't keep relying on Wilf. He's not a striker. He's being played out of position. And then when we were going to go down, Vieira realised, I need the striker starting, because we didn't have no striker starting whatsoever. He brought Mateta and Edouard on. We were a bit desperate, but we did create some chances. We were more positive. We were controlling the game at times later on as well. But Chelsea sat deep, and we just couldn't break them down. And that just showed, to be honest. But yeah, I was pleased and impressed that we were creating more chances, had a few more attempts, and we're just taking more risks than that as well. Taking more risks during the game. That's what we need to be doing more of. I think us at home to Man United, like I said, the fans really need to get behind the players, and I think that may drive the players on potentially. But Man United is such a good team right now. And I don't know. I just think they just got too much better quality compared to our team, and it will just eventually catch up on us during the game, whether they score a late goal or just have that one bit of extra quality to score a class goal, etc. So yeah, but I was impressed with the way we performed in certain periods of the game against Chelsea. It's certainly an improvement, but are we going to show up against United and play like that? That's the question.
Yeah, with you saying that we're going to lack something, Dan, it looks like we're going to lack Anderson. How's that going to affect us?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, we're probably going to lose anyway, let's be honest. So I guess, what does that change? No, I mean, obviously, like, I think for me, I think Anderson's been our, apart from maybe Sheikh Doucouré, I think Anderson's been our best player this season. And the thing is with Anderson as well, he's not just a brilliant defender. He can pick out a long pass and get you out of trouble. Or if we did want to hit on the break, which, let's be honest, we probably will be having to hit on the break on Wednesday, having Anderson is just brilliant. My only worry is that if anyone watched the watch along, they'll know how unconfident I am with James Tompkins. So it's not that I think necessarily he's a bad defender. I think as a defender, he's okay. I just think when there's space, he doesn't have the pace anymore to really keep up with it. And also, I don't think he's very good on the ball. Which,
definitely,
if we try to play out again, that's something that I don't think that's going to potentially go too well. And I know Ten Hag's a very clever manager, so I'm sure he would already be aware of this, and I'm sure he'll already be devising some sort of pressing plan where they basically say, "Okay, Tompkins, you can have the ball. What are you going to do with it?" And then he's just going to lump it long, probably. So I think Anderson's probably, if we were to be missing a player, I would say Anderson's probably the biggest miss that we could have, besides maybe Sheikh Doucouré. I would say.
How long's he out for, Anderson, again? I know it's a calf injury, apparently.
I don't think they've told how bad it is or what grade of injury it is yet, but we're not sure. But I think quick question that I'll ask you and Dan and Tristan is, what is happening with Richards for him to not even get a chance? Because we bought this guy for £12 million to be our backup centre back, but our backup centre back is still someone we bought 6-7 years ago now.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, is that I don't know if it's just because he lacks match practice, but I don't see how he could, because Tompkins has also been injured in the time that he got injured with the US. So I don't think that's particularly the case. My only worry is that perhaps Dougie has signed Richards rather than Vieira wanting Richards, which does kind of worry me because I think we did kind of see that under Roy, because obviously Roy refused to play Camarasa. Roy did refuse to play a couple other players off the top of my head as well. One interesting thing I did hear when I went on the Palace Academy tour, Brighty was the one who did the tour, and he said that you'd be surprised the amount of times that a team will buy a player, and then as soon as they get through the door, they'll be like, actually, they're not what I thought. So my only concern is that perhaps he might be one of those that either wasn't chosen by Vieira or was one of those players that comes through the door and they're like, hang on a minute, there maybe he's not the person from Bayern Munich or Hoffenheim that we thought he was. So it's not good. Put it that way.
Yeah, definitely. Solo, let's go back onto United. How has this guy changed your team, and how do you think he's going to improve you guys into the future?
How long have you got?
I think you got about 10 minutes.
No, to be honest with you, Ten Hag, listen, when they were talking about managers and things like that, who do you want to come in a club? My preferred choice was Poch. And the reason why Poch done it at Spurs, he worked with the youth players, he's done really well. But from the minute we went out, we actually physically got Ten Hag through the door. From day one, that's when you start to fall in love with Ten Hag, because he went round, exactly did what Ferguson did, met the canteen ladies, met the people in the car park. He did everything what a Manchester United manager or a manager should do by introducing himself, rather than like when you had your Jose Mourinho in, he basically stuck to one thing. When you had David Moyes in, he got rid of every single person rather than stick it. But I think with Ten Hag himself, the way he came in, and a lot of people say like he hasn't done nothing really and truly in bigger leagues, but what he's got is the authority to come into a club, set the standards, set the rules, how he want to play football for Manchester United. And it's something that we've not had for a long time since Ferguson. We never had a strategy. We never had a way of football. It was you bring this player in, you didn't bring that player. And in sort of like since Ferguson left, there's still players at Manchester United who are still at the club, who you have the likes of Jose Mourinho trying to fit in. Then you've got David Moyes trying to fit in. You've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer trying to fit in. And they was unable to sort of like work with those players. But it seems like because Ten Hag is a coach and he can coach these players, and I think this is what we always wanted, is a coach at Manchester United. He came in, he fit the profile, and you can see the difference between the players. And also because he's a strict manager as well, the players ain't getting away with nothing at all. If you're late, you're getting dropped, you know. And this is what we needed. We needed this for a long time. We're Manchester United Football Club. We're not Clown FC United, where players can do whatever they want to do. And I think with him and the way he sets up and the way you look at on the pitch as well, you know, you can see he's only been there, a couple of months, and you can see that massive improvement already. I'm not saying we're going to win the league or anything like that, but I predicted us to finish 7th in the league. Now I'm looking at it top 4 as a minimum.
Rivers, would you agree with top 4, or do you think you can get even better than that? Maybe go 3rd or 2nd?
For the last like few seasons and that, as a Man United fan, it's made me very cautious of even daring to dream about things such as like top 4s and Champions Leagues and that. It's like it's made me much more realistic. But I feel like we finally got a manager that you can dare to dream against. So yeah, I'm with my bro over here. Like top 4 has to be the minimum. You know what I'm saying? We should be looking, if we slip out of top 4, we should look at that as a failure this season for how the form has been and everything like that. So, I mean, we have the best form in the league right now out of all the teams. And we haven't been the team with the best form for a little while.
Rivers, sorry, I'm going to say, apologies for interrupting here. You said you'd be disappointed if we didn't finish top 4. I wouldn't be disappointed. I honestly wouldn't be. And the reason I wouldn't be is because it's his first season. So imagine what the rest of the it's going to be. Imagine next season, what next season is going to be like. Yeah. So, you know, if he gets the right players, I know you guys were saying about Palace not spending money. Listen, join Manchester United. We can't even get a loan over the, you know what I mean, over the thing for 3 million. So it just shows how broke Manchester United is as a football club as well. But it's about the right manager. And I also believe Vieira is probably the right manager for you guys, but he just doesn't have sort of like the players
He hasn't been backed.
he wants. Yeah, he hasn't been backed.
He hasn't been backed.
Resources.
That's the big problem. The board have let Palace down. They've lied to the fans. They basically lied to Vieira, and that's why we're in this predicament. You know.
Yeah.
So trust me, man. It's annoying. Honestly.
And have you guys got Benosaurus Rex still at the club?
No.
No, we shipped him off to
He went
DC
to
United.
America.
Oh wow, okay. I thought he was sort of still at the club, man. This is how bad he is. Like, you know,
No, he's gone.
wow. At least you got rid of someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't sell players. I think our record sale is still Wan-Bissaka, and that sort of leads us on to this. Rivers, how good have these two guys been lately?
It's been amazing to watch still. I think Wan-Bissaka is a weird one for me because I always saw a lot of criticism for what he's doing on the pitch, what he can't do on the pitch and everything. And I've just always seen him consistent. Like maybe the system that they've put him in hasn't worked to his benefit or whatever, but I like that he's getting the respect that he deserves now for the performances he's putting in. Rashford speaks for itself. I mean, if we could bottle this type of Rashford and just sell this every season, Manchester United will always be successful. If we get another few people around that could do the same thing as well, you know what I mean? But yeah, he's been very impressive, very, very impressive for me.
All I know is ever since he stole your celebration, he seems to be banging goals.
Bro, ever since, like, what's going on? But yeah, he's been doing his bits though, man. He's been doing his bits though, and I hope he can kind of translate that to like internationally as well, going forward.
You know what, Rivers? Hell no. I don't care about international football. Do it for Man United. I do not care about international football. International football.
I care about Rashford, so I want Rashford to be internationally renowned. I don't want it to be a question over what stage he's on. I want people to understand he's the type of footballer that can do it on any stage, any given moment. So that means international as well. You know
I'd rather Rashford win Champions League than win international football. Trust me. I'd rather that. I do not care. International football don't bother me. I think international football is boring. That's why I look at international football. It's sort of, you know, they killed it. All these guys killed international football. It's not how it used to be years ago, where you actually want to sit down. All these tournaments, they're building tournaments to make more money, generate more money. Football, international tournaments finish, as far as I'm concerned, because of all these tournaments they're bringing in. But going back to the Wan-Bissaka thing, a lot of people believe Wan-Bissaka would have leave Man United in the January transfer window. I've been sticking to it and I've been saying it. He's not going anywhere. And I think, honestly, he does fit the Ten Hag system. He does fit it. And I got to apologise to Rashford. I've been apologising to Rashford for a few weeks now. And I said to everyone, he's reached his ceiling. But the problem is, it seems every single week, he's getting better and better and better. So, you know, give credit where credit's due. I have said.
Can I ask you a question? I'll just say 2 words, and I just want your opinion on this. Jadon Sancho, what are we doing here?
At the moment with Jadon Sancho, I wouldn't get too carried away with Jadon Sancho, and the reason why, he's got quite a lot in his personal life going on. He's got, like, you know, a few things that's happened that's affected him massively, and he's been taken away from everything. He's been he took himself away from social media. He's done all of that, and he's back in Carrington training, but he's not ready yet to play because he's still having like counselling and stuff like that. So for everyone who's saying Jadon Sancho is like wasting money and this, that, and the other, I rate it. I predicted him to be Man United player this season, but he does fit in the Ten Hag system. He does work hard, but it's just personal problems at the moment with him. And he's human. As I always said to people, these footballers are human. So at the end of the day, you've got to take away how much money they get paid and actually look at the bigger picture, what's going on.
Yeah, that's pretty spot on.
What about this comment here? Getting rid of Ronaldo, was that a masterstroke for you guys, do you think?
I'm a Viva Ronaldo man. I'm a Ronaldo guy. I'm a Ronaldo fanboy.
It's a bit mad for me on this because I understand. I'm a Ronaldo fan the same way, but at the same time, I've realized that Manchester United that is almost like a super big personality doesn't work there anymore. Like a Paul Pogba doesn't work there anymore. A Ronaldo doesn't
Yeah,
work there anymore.
yeah.
The big personality has to be the manager at Manchester United. That's just the way it works, isn't it? So if the manager is the big personality, everything else kind of falls into place, isn't it? So I think that's kind of what that was, isn't it? But I would have stuck it out with Ronaldo. I would have honored
as
him
well, man.
for whatever he did for us. I would have honored him, innit? I'm just like that for Ronaldo, innit? But it is what it is, innit? You know,
I'll say this, yeah. Too many egos spoiled the dressing room, and Ronaldo's ego,
100%.
I think it was bringing the dressing room down, especially last season at times. And this season, it's clear that he was a world-class player, but he was the problem with his offense. And when he left, you lot have just taken off, man. I've noticed that you've been more consistent. You're playing more as a team, and this is the Manchester United that you lot have probably been waiting to see for the last 10 years since you last won the Premier League. So that's just my opinion and review on it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like, look at Arsenal. Like, Arteta did maybe not quite on the same level, but he did something similar with Aubameyang. Like, he was being unprofessional for whatever reasons, and Arteta was just like, "Nah, I'm not having it." And then now they play. They're one of the best cohesive teams in the league at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's the right way to go for sure.
I've never seen this one before, but I think that means Rihanna's just donated £4.50, 49p. So
yes,
that is a super chat. Super chat. That is super chat.
Oh, we're raking in the money now.
Yeah, that's it. Listen, you playing for me and Rivers. You're playing for me and Rivers, man. You guys change your ways. Before, come on, mate, man. We need a fee.
I'll buy you a K. 50p.
What?
Hey, well, hold on.
I thought you meant a KA car.
No, you can. Not the bottle.
We're not rich.
How much
50p. No,
I said 49p, no?
Now with inflation, man, we're looking at about 80p.
It's two for £1. It's £2 for £1 down the road from where I live anyway for them.
Oh, you're getting an appetizer then.
You've changed.
The fame's gone to my head.
Yeah.
Solo, out of all the Palace players that are in our team right now, who would you take to improve Man United?
Ooh, improve.
Fair play. That is a hard question.
You know what? Yeah,
you can't say Butland because you've already taken him.
Yeah, you know what though?
And Wan-Bissaka.
I was gonna say, will you? If you asked me the question about last season before we got this good, because he dominated that midfield when we played against you, back in the last game of the season. So this is a hard one, man. Jesus.
Well, Hughes ain't even playing for us at the moment for some reason.
Because Vieira don't trust him, that's why. Vieira doesn't clearly trust Will Hughes. He brought him on the other day against Chelsea, but he should be starting so many games to balance out the field out.
He Polacks Gallagher when he walked on the pitch, though, didn't he? That's the first thing he done.
He loved that.
You know what? Yeah, there's only one player I probably would take off you, but I just think it's because of his age as well. I'll take him off you and see what we could do in the reserve with him, and that's no disrespect. And that is Eze.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
That's the only player I look at, and I think.
But I think Eze is a guy. I'm taking him to add him to the squad, but I can't see me putting him straight into the first team. Who do I take out to put Eze in?
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is as
well,
I'll
definitely take him, but I don't know who I would take out to put him in.
Yeah, Lange. I don't even think he could take even Lange out because he's better than Eze. I like, you know what the thing is, when I watch Palace and I watch him play, I like that he's got flair on him, but sometimes I look at him the way you guys are set up, and I understand you don't have the quality around you, and it's almost like if Zaha is injured, you can play him and he'll be the most effective player. But the problem is, again, I don't know, it's sort of like he would, for me, with Eze, looking at him, he would fit like a Southampton team. He'll go in Brighton. He'll fit a Brighton sort of mold. But with the football you guys play,
that's a sore subject.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I understand. I do get it. Sorry, guys. But what I'm trying to say is a team that plays football. I'm not saying you don't play football, but it's a team that play football, like, love to hold the ball, love to have possession of the ball. And I think it's the same thing with Zaha as well, with you guys as well. Were you saying earlier about him playing up front? Again, Zaha, it's almost like a free role. You need to give Zaha that sort of license to play his football. and then you get the best out of Zaha. But right now, with you guys, it doesn't really and truly take over. Me saying that now, I bet you're going to sit there and nick a goal 1-0 and beat us.
I hope that happens. I hope that happens.
I'd suggest
Please.
if I would have chosen Decore. I think, especially like Eriksen's and Casemiro's in his 30s as well. Decore is only 22, and that guy is mad. That guy is mad. He's a quality midfielder.
Yeah,
where did he come from,
fans, Lens
from the French league.
He partnered with Seko Fofana.
Okay.
So other Man United fans are saying Anderson, others are saying Gay as well. So other Man United fans have all got different opinions, clearly. But then we ask the same question to us, but we have to make it realistic because we can't just say, "Oh, I want Anthony. Oh, I want Varane." You can't say that. So we have to be kind of realistic with this one.
I'll be realistic. Yeah, I'll be realistic. Yeah, I was going to say that as well, McTominay. We need a strong midfielder, solid. McTominay on loan or something in January. That won't probably happen, but that's the closest we could get to buying a current Man United player because he's not getting the Man United team. And I think in that midfield, him and Decore will just balance the team out and just make us more compact as a unit. And it will be really hard to break us down compared to how teams are currently breaking Palace down right now, in my opinion. So definitely McTominay. Yeah. You want to be realistic, especially.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's probably the position that I think we're more desperate for.
Definitely, man.
I got an idea, though. And guys, don't sit there and think I'm taking the mickey. But you're talking about players, about Scott can go. But obviously, we know Scott's going to cost quite a lot of money because Newcastle apparently won him for 50 million. And there's nowhere on earth he's going Newcastle for 50 million. Maybe give us 100, we'll take it. But the one player I think from who probably could, or if the opportunity came up for you guys to get, and it's a centre-back, and it's Phil Jones. And that's not even me taking the mickey, guys, because I rate Phil Jones. A lot of people don't do it, but I rate Phil Jones highly.
I don't think I'd take that. I have to be honest.
Phil Jones is a little bit...
I think the injuries are a bit mad, because we struggle with injuries at the back specifically this season. I think an injury...
But we do need a centre-back, though.
But the thing is, free transfer, he's free. So why not? Free transfer, take him. He's 29 years old? Why not?
He's got a couple more years on the clock.
You got to think, Gary.
You got to think as well, and this is no disrespect, and people might sit there and think I'm crazy, but I always say on like our channel, again, all footballers are human, so we understand there's a human element of making mistakes. We'll make mistakes in our job. But people might think I'm crazy, but I actually rate Phil Jones higher than I rate Harry Maguire as a footballer.
I agree.
I agree. I would put Tyrone Mings. I would pick Tyrone Mings any day of the week over Maguire.
Yeah, facts. That's one of the first changes I make when I load up Man United on FIFA. I get rid of Maguire. I get someone like Tyrone Mings. You know what I mean?
Well, rumor has it Maguire is meant to be going to Villa, so you might as well get a swap. You know what I mean?
You think, but they might turn that deal down as well. Villa might say, "Nah, you're right."
Well, I think if you asked me this question in the summer about who would I want from Man United, I'd probably say James Garner. I would have probably said Pereira as well. But I think I'd definitely stick with McTominay here. He's what we need right now.
What about Ahmad as well?
I don't think he's experienced enough, and I think we've already I think we've already got enough wide players right now because I don't see him getting in front of Zaha, and I don't see him getting in front of Elise. I really don't actually see him getting in front of Ayew, to be fair, because when he was at Rangers, he didn't do much, to be fair.
But at Sunderland, have you seen him at Sunderland at the moment, though?
No, I don't.
At Sunderland, you need to go watch him at Sunderland. He's tearing it up.
He's coming into his own now still. So
I think
he'll be back soon.
Yeah, since we've loaned him to Sunderland, I think he scored about 8 or 9 goals so far.
Okay. I can see him coming back and Elanga going out.
Yes, Dortmund. He go to Jude Bellingham. We send him there, and Jude Bellingham come to us. Win-win, and pay some money on top of that.
It's more possible now, but I feel like he'll probably end up at Chelsea the way things are going right now.
No. I don't think he will, you know.
Chelsea are
think he will.
snatching everybody's transfers right now.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Chelsea's got the best scouting network. Anyone who wants a player, Chelsea go sign. Best scouting network there is, isn't it?
I've seen that some agents are actually linking their players with Chelsea just to boost the price up another £10 million.
Makes sense. That's smart agent work right there.
You can see why
Brilliant.
Mitchell didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
You can just see.
Well, I'll tell you what, when he walked on the pitch, I don't know if you saw it as well, Tristan, but
I saw it.
he looked so unhappy, didn't he? He didn't,
No,
he
he did.
didn't want to be there. He was on his phone the whole time.
Listen, Arsenal fans. I mean,
The most
he wanted to go to
unhappy I've seen
Arsenal
a
originally,
player.
didn't he? Yeah, go on.
Unhappy I've seen a player recently is when I've seen that picture of Aubameyang with the Chelsea shirt. I said, this guy don't want to be there.
Yeah, that was
He does
bad.
not
wanna
Yeah,
be
here. This
yeah,
is-
he did look good.
He's only scored one Premier League goal, and that came against us, for God's sake. So that says
Oh, we
it
don't
already.
want to
That's
talk
Chelsea
about
career.
I'm fairly
Yeah,
sure
you know
that
what I
was
mean,
only. I'm fairly sure that's like he's like only shot on target since he's been back or something stupid
You're
like
not
that.
wrong. You're not wrong.
It's something like that.
It's terrible.
Elanga to Dortmund, option to buy for 10 million. Let's just get through these. Is McTominay good in the air? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is. He is. I've seen him score some goals.
He's quite tall as well, McTominay.
Yeah. He's
He's
6'3".
actually
He's 6'3".
Well, for a midfielder, that's massive, mate. Honestly,
Yeah.
definitely up in the team. Yeah.
Rich ain't happy with this. He says he's just a taller schlap.
Oh god, I'd pick McTominay over Schlupp all day. I'd say that 100%. Schlupp's not even. I don't even know where he plays. He's not even good in the midfield. He's not good at left back. Just get a
He's been around
midfielder
for
like
years, though,
McTominay.
isn't he?
Schlupp, yeah. Well, he won the league at Leicester. I mean, he couldn't even get in the team for that. That says it all, really. But when he plays for Palace, he's just all over the place, useless.
The old man saying he rates himself higher than Maguire. Phil showing not a bad shout. You know, on a free, it's probably not too bad of a shout. But I think it's just the injuries that really gets in the way a bit right now.
You know what though? He's been fit, even though he's not playing games, but he's been fit at United since that game against Wolves. He's not been injured since then.
Wow.
But just
Holding it down
hasn't
in the
been playing.
reserves. He's been playing reserve football, though.
Yeah, that's it.
Jesus.
Let's move on to a combined 11 because I'm seeing some people in the chat are pretty excited to see what you guys have to say. So what I'll do is I'll make it so Rivers will take one player and then Solo you'll take another player, but you have to have at least 3 players from one team. So you need to have let's say you can't put a full Palace team. You have to have at least 3 Man United players in there.
Oh, you're joking me.
Okay.
Anderson's injured, by the way, so you can't have him.
Yeah, so we can only put players in that are fit to play. So, for example, you can't put Jadon Sancho in because he's probably not going to play.
Okay.
So, Rivers, which formation do we want to play?
4-5-1. Yeah, turn the heating on. It's kind of cold.
It's going to get cold. It's going to get hot in there in a minute because there's going to be some decision.
Do we
Right.
want to have the formation with 2 attacking mids or just a flat 5?
No, like a CDM with a CM next to him, and then like 2 wingers and a CAM in between them.
So sort of like this.
Yeah, that type thing. And just move that CAM up a little bit.
Cool. Solo, who would you take in goal?
Should we have Butland or should we go for David De Gea? We got David De Gea.
Rivers, let's go left back.
Should we throw Shaw in there? Or Malacia?
Oh, can I? Oh, it's us 2 to pick, or it's going to be he's got to pick one.
I got to pick one, but I'm leaning on you as my Man United brother over here.
Okay. I probably would say Shaw's. I'm going to say Malacias will start. Not sure.
Okay, Malacia then. We'll throw Malacia in at the left back.
Solo, let's go right back.
Right back. Let me see if should I put one of your players in, but I don't even know if they would get in there. That's the thing, man.
Not Nathaniel Klein.
Huh?
No.
It's not. It would be
Nathaniel
Nathaniel Klein if you did, but yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to get in there, man.
I mean, if it was me, I put Bissaka in there. I can't think of any other good right back out of all the options we got. To be honest.
I think putting Bissaka in there is cool because it's kind of like we both win if Bissaka.
Yeah, put one Bissaka in. Yeah, I'll say one Bissaka will he play?
He counts as a Palace player.
He will play. He will play. I think Dallo is injured, so he will play, and he will play against Arsenal as well. So
but I'm not counting him as a Palace player though. So he's still got 3 left to put in there. So Rivers, let's go left centre back.
Varane. Yeah, Varane.
Solo, right centre back.
What's his name? My man from Palace.
Marquez.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go into the first defensive midfielder. Solo, who are you picking?
None. Oh, he's not going to play tomorrow. So let me think. I hope he doesn't play on thingy. I was talking to my friend today about it, and this is going to surprise a lot of people. I'm going to put Scott in there.
Okay.
I don't think Casemiro will play, and I'm hoping he does play because if he gets a card, he's suspended for the Arsenal game.
Oh, yeah.
Rivers, other defensive mid.
I might have to go with your boy still because if Casemiro is not going to be able to do it, I'm going to have to go with Decore.
Yeah, good call.
Cool. Solo, the attacking mid.
Oh, who will do it tomorrow? Who will? I think, if I'm right to say... let me think. Who will I put there? Trying to base around who I think will start. I think Bruno will play tomorrow. Oh, sorry, on Wednesday. I think Bruno will play.
Let's go left wing, Rivers.
I'm going with the boy Garnacho.
Yeah, I think he will start as well.
Yeah, he's a baller, man. Assist against City for the second goal is top class, quality.
It's persistent, very persistent player, man.
I don't think he's in this website because this website's terrible. But I put James Garner, but we're thinking Garnacho. Yeah, we're not playing Garner left wing. Don't worry. Right wing. Solo.
Right wing. Can we Zaha? Where he plays everywhere, really, doesn't he?
Left wing
in your team,
mainly.
Left wing, he plays. Okay, I was going to throw him up there and then put thingy, but all right. Right wing. Who we're going to put right wing? I think it's Anthony. I think Anthony's fit, isn't he? I think Anthony will play on Wednesday.
All right. So, what Palace striker are you choosing?
Zaha. Put Zaha up there, man. Put Zaha because Ronaldo. Thing ain't going to play. Put Zaha up there because Thing is not going to play. I don't think they'll play Rashford. I don't think Rashford will be there. I think he will be on the bench.
All right. Well, I don't like Zaha up top one bit. I'm not sure.
No, me
Tristan
neither.
Same.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I would have put Zaha. I would have put Zaha on one of the wings and then put Rash up front if Rash was available or he was going to play. Still.
He's available, but I don't think he'll start.
Okay.
He had a knock in the derby, didn't he? He carried on playing.
I don't think he'll start.
Yeah.
I like Zaha anyway, so I like Zaha. So it's fine for me having Zaha there.
Yeah, I mean, I would have Edouard up top, to be honest, if we were going to pick a Palace striker. Because one, Zaha don't play well up top, and his form when he's played there has been pretty shocking, to be honest.
Yeah.
Should we change him then and put Edouard up? Does everyone want to do that?
Let's do it.
I don't mind.
Let's do it.
I don't mind.
Cool.
There you go.
So this is a combined 11, but I think that Solo took more of the option of who he thinks will play. I'm just saying who's fit. So if you want to change any of these players around for the actual best player in that position, even if they won't play, but they are fit, So like you could change McTominay for Casemiro, for example, just to see what kind of a team we could put together.
Oh, go on then. Do it then. Casemiro.
Let's upgrade it all then.
Yeah, let's put Casemiro in then.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
can even put
Casemiro,
we can put
McTominay.
Shaw in for Malacia as well if you want.
Yep, definitely do that.
Would you go with Rashford instead of Garnacho?
No, I'd put Rashford up top all day long. I'll play Rashford up top. That's what I would have done. And then what I'll do is I'd switch and put take off Garnacho and put Zaha there instead.
Yeah. Okay.
Phew. I was going to come in and make us that because when you lot were saying they can't, they might not play. It doesn't matter if they're in the squad and available for selection. They can go in this 11. So Rashford's fine. I was thinking, wait, what's going on here?
Why are they choosing Rashford? No, I can't get it.
Yeah, I was just going on the basis who I think might play.
Yeah. Man backed out the phone real quick.
Brilliant. Gotta make this right.
I saw McTominay and I thought, no. But
Rich, we're giving you a Scott for free though, man. We're letting him come over for a little bit to help you guys out.
No, thank you. Look, listen, we've already got a player who passes sideways and backwards. We don't need, and plus, but too many heights. No, thank you.
What's wrong with tall people?
He hides. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know he does. But he's doing all right this season. Actually, he's not. Fred might be on a free. Fred might be on a free though. Sorry.
Peace. Big up everyone.
Yeah, take care. Bye. Yeah, Fred might be on a free, so you guys can get Fred and I'll start supporting you guys then, innit?
Yeah, he really felt some sort of way, man. Came in, was good.
What are you lot doing? What are you lot doing?
What's that? Put Rashford in there.
Love it, man. What are you lot doing? What are you talking about? Just make a team up.
Yeah, I think obviously finally we've got to do our score predictions, but we've got to obviously talk about who are the people to watch out for and how do we think that we're going to play. So Dan, you're the stats man. How do you think we're going to set up against Man United? How do you think we'll get points off of them if we can?
How do I think we'll set up, or how do I want us to set up?
Let's do both. Let's do both.
Right. The way it's going to set up, we'll probably have our back four, and then we will probably have two in a double pivot, an attacking midfielder, and then two wingers and a striker. Now the problem is, the same people would actually play the players in their correct positions, but for some reason, Vieira has decided that he's going to put a winger in attacking midfield and then an attacking midfielder at wing, because that makes complete sense. So how I think we'll set up, I think it'll be a back four, a Mitchell. Wait, is he available again?
Mitchell.
Yeah,
he came against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Anderson is questionable, so we don't know.
All right, so it'll probably be Mitchell, Gay, Tompkins, and Klein. Double pivot of Schlupp and Decore. And then in attacking midfield, he'll probably play Elise for some reason. I don't know why. And then he'll probably play Eze wide, Zaha up top, and then Ayew on the right wing. Why? No one knows. But that's how I think we'll play. And we'll attempt to play, but we'll just not have a game plan. We'll probably lump it long. Ten Hag will probably force it to Tompkins, who can't pass, so he'll just lump it long. You'll win the ball back, and you'll just keep pummeling us for like 90 minutes. That's how I see it. But I'm not. And the thing is, the worst part is, I'm normally quite upbeat. I'm normally quite positive about Palace, but this game, I've got how I would set up personally if it was me. For a start, fix the players in the position. Like I would play Hughes and Decore in double pivot for a start. Eze in his natural attacking midfield. I'll play Zaha wide left, Elise wide right, and Edouard up top. That's how I would play it.
Tristan, do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, for me, looking at it, this is my lineup, and I agree with Dan partially in that, on playing players in their position. So in goal, I would start. I would start Guy, who did kind of redeem himself against Chelsea. Left back Mitchell, I'll go with Gay and Richards. I think Richards needs to start. Tompkins will get mullered against Man United. Let's be real. I want Richards to start. And, he just needs he needs a run of games, man. This would just be perfect. I know we're not playing well, but at least we'll just get some minutes. So just play Richards. Right back, Nathaniel Klein didn't do that bad against Chelsea. Two midfielders, check the Toure and Hughes, like I said, to balance it out, to compact the midfield and make it strong. Eze and Cam. Zaha on the left in his actual position, not as a striker because he is not a striker. And like you lot said, his stats playing up front are rubbish. Up front, an actual striker, Odson Edwards. He'll probably score a goal and disappear, you know what I mean? And then we'll probably end up, still losing the game. And on the right-hand side, Michael Olise is the only player that can play on the right that we pretty much got. That's any quality, to be fair. You know what I mean? I think Ayew needs to be dropped. He was okay against Chelsea, but I think we just need to sort of rotate certain players as well, especially with the game 3 days later against Newcastle. Personally, I would start him against Newcastle, Ayew, hence to why I haven't got him in the lineup. So, yeah. And if you want my prediction as well, I'm going to go 3-0 Man United. I've got no hope, but that's the best lineup we could go for if we stand a flipping chance of getting anything out of that game on Wednesday night against United.
Rivers, how do you think you guys are going to set up, and how do you think you guys are going to beat us, apart from saying Rashford will score?
I think Palace need to score very early in this match to kind of be able to, have some type of impact on the game. You know what I mean? And I think that the manager kind of understands this and probably will set up to be able to counter them that early pressure from Palace or whatever in it. Speed on the wings, usual Man United stuff, to be honest. We know what Man United are going to do. They do it every time. They're good at holding the ball. You know what I mean? As for the lineup, I don't know. I don't think Casemiro will play. So I think that could mean Fred and McTominay are playing together or something like that. Maybe even Eriksen. I don't know. I couldn't say the lineup still, to be honest. It's a bit of a tricky one. I do think the manager knows that he's got quality to win this match. So I think he will take the risk of not playing certain people that he probably thinks need a rest or whatever. But if I had a prediction on the score, I probably would say 3-1 or something like that. 2-1, 3-1, Man United.
Solo, what do you think?
I think United probably line up exactly how I did against. We've been doing all season, to be honest with you. With Ten Hag, we're doing a 4-2-3-1. I think what I was saying with my predicted team as well. I think Malicious will play. It wouldn't surprise me if Varane and probably Maguire starts tomorrow. Wan-Bissaka, I believe, will start no matter what happened because we don't have someone else to put there. I think it could be Eriksen and Fred tomorrow. Could be Eriksen and Fred. Garnacho, I think, will play. Bruno Fernandes and probably Anthony and Waghorse up top. And I think we will probably win this game 1-0.
Is it his would it be his debut against us?
It would be his debut, yes.
So he's gonna be the person that scores then, don't worry.
Probably with his height, man, isn't it?
Oh, good.
Do you know how I know he's gonna score? Because we are a charity professional football club, and here's an advert saying why.
Have you got a player at your club that's so bad that he can't score for love or money? Well, luckily for you, there's a football club that will take care of that for you with absolutely no fees necessary to pay. And you might be thinking to yourself, wait, what kind of club was that? Well, luckily for you, that club is called Charity Professional Football Club. We excel at making bang average footballers look like world beaters. For more information, call us on 0800 1861 1905. That number again is 0800 1861 1905.
Well,
Brilliant.
CPFC Charity Professional
Brilliant.
Club.
Absolutely brilliant. You didn't go there. You guys did not go there. Seriously. Wow.
Don't worry. We went there, trust me.
You went.
Weghorse will score, don't you worry. But
wow.
Let's round it out, guys. Solo, what's your score prediction?
1-0 United.
Rivers.
3-1 or 2-1 United.
Tristan.
Like I said, 3-0 Man United.
Dan?
2-0 United.
Yeah, I agree with Dan. 2-0 United. Lads, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks for having me, bro.
We'll go around the panel and
Thank you.
everyone will shout themselves out and then we'll round it out. So, Solo, take it away.
Guys, listen, it's been absolute blast being on here first time, but charity, oh wow, that just took it another level. But guys, before worrying about me, just make sure you hit that like, share and subscribe button to Eagle Eye Football. Solo, I'm from the Man United agenda, so guys, you can check us out. We're going live at 8:30 tonight. We've got Andy Tate hosting this show on it. And yeah, that's it. But no, thank you so much for allowing me to have my say on the channel, and respect to everyone on Eagle Eye Football. Big up.
Pleasure, man. Rivers.
Yo, you know, yeah, anyway, enough of that. Yo, salute for having me on. It's your boy Rivers. You know, you can follow me on all platforms. They unblocked me from Twitter, so you can follow me there too. I actually do battle rap as well, so you can check me out on YouTube if you just type Rivers Versus, and then you'll just see a whole bunch of battles come up. So check me out in there. But yeah, pleasure to be here, have my view in that, and yeah, invite me back, bro. I'll be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a rare occurrence to not see you with the sunglasses on, mate.
I mean, I thought I'd step it up and be a bit more respectful for you, bro. You know?
Yeah, no worries. Tristan, the best vlogger in Crystal Palace fans, no?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, my people, make sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel, Road to 3K, Tristan03, and that. Socials will be the link in all of my videos with TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram and that. And yeah, go and check out my latest vlog, us losing to Chelsea, because what charity, professional football club, Palace, that's what I'm talking about. That's what they do best. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, my people.
Cool. And finally, Mr. Dan.
You can follow me on my Twitter, which is at Down to 10. I run a statistics and tactics YouTube channel. I'm currently working on a video about the Gala right back Sachabue. I think he's a very good player. And there'll be a video about that. My latest one is about Mykhailo Mudryk, about how good I think he is, and who I think he could, which team he would fit best. This was before he moved to Chelsea, by the way. So,
well, all we know about Dan is don't give him your Wi-Fi, because he'll try and show you some spreadsheets on his Google Drive.
some big old spreadsheets.
We don't want to talk about those spreadsheets anymore, mate. But yes, guys, as always, it's been a pleasure. This is the Eagle Eye Football Palace versus Man United preview, and yeah, that's it. Up the Palace. Eagles!
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 GGMU.